Canaan will take it from the 20-yard line. Nice long ball there, although intercepted by Darien. Tried to play that one up the sideline, but that one is out of bounds. Canaan, another opportunity here, 3-on-2. And it will be Darien possession there. Taking it up the sideline is Darien. That one just too far to the outside and rolls harmlessly out of bounds. About 3.5 minutes remain here in this first quarter on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Through ball broken up by the Darien defenders.
Great job by John to clear the ball out to the left side. You have nice ball by Molly. Send that ball out to Stockdale, but intercepted there by the Rams. Good try there by Molly McGuckin. It looks like Anna Lindays is a nice lifted ball. Johns again, who puts a little stop there on Mitchell. Nice little pass outside, and so again that ball not dangerous. Nice job by Johns to knock that ball out. Here's number 25, Polly Parsons. Great stop there. And here's Bogdan. This Anna Lindays in the backfield, just in the center. Nice little pullback and a good transfer, switch of fields there. So Molly McGuckin, she's real speedy. She'll go up and try to intercept that ball. Nice work there by Blake. Another freshman. Nice job by Stockdale for one time trying to get a little bit wider out to her teammates. And a good job to get that obstruction call. And nice quick starts. Great job. Here's Ryan Hepgood. Yep, that should be, yep, wave ball. Unlucky, trying to get a self-start, and the ball's got to kind of go back to the spot of the fall, though. It's Brinsley Rush, senior captain this year, and sends the ball into Morgan Massey. It's a nice little shovel pass inside. She plays ice hockey, so she's got those nice little skills, and you'll notice those players.
Just over a minute here in this opening quarter. The Rams have a 1-0 lead on that Ferraro goal. About 5 minutes, or with 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Could have been Ferraro that had that overtime. It's going to drive me crazy that overtime. There's a little third party if Darien had pushed that call, but they didn't. So they've got to learn how to step in there and enforce those calls on the play. All right, so this quick little bit of time here. I'd imagine that there's Polly Parsons trying to get some circle entry here, and John's coming up with the ball big in the back and clearing it out to Bonneau. Good job by Parsons to stop that ball on the left side, and she has a nice reverse sweep, but Stockdale right in there to get that ball. And still applying pressure. Nice little shovel pass there, and big clear out. Nice clear by the Do. And good clear by the Darien defense. And that ball just wide. So it looks like we're going to clear out the first quarter. Rams with a 1-0 goal on a goal by Shauna Ferrero.
That'll do it for this first quarter. We're going to take a quick break and be back here on the DAF Media Network in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network with second quarter action for Varsity Girls Field Hockey. The New Canaan Rams facing the Darien Blue Wave. New Canaan struck first with a goal by Shauna Ferraro about 10 minutes into that first quarter, and that's where the lead stays 1-0 early in this second quarter. That ball will roll past the goal line. And Kari, that's one of the rule changes this year where they were playing quarters instead of halves.
Yeah, it's a great change. International play has been like that for quite some time, and then college picked it up. And now it's transferred down to the high school level, which is it's good to make the game move along faster. As a coach, you do want to have the opportunity to have a timeout for your players, because sometimes 15 minutes is a little bit long to go. So I think the timeout, you do miss that a little bit. Oh, and that ball should have been brought back to the spot of the foul, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. It was a nice try. Yeah, so it's difficult. You do get 2 minutes between the quarters, but it goes so fast when you have so much to talk about. So, not sure how a lot of the coaches are feeling about it, but it does work well in international play. That's a great go-ahead ball. Here's Ryan Hapgood with a nice little touch, and Stockdale pulling that ball up. Nice job. McGuckin signaling for the ball through. Good reception there. And Rams defense, as they are there, with a nice little stop and clear out. Done some great improvements on their defense here. Yeah, they're finding the holes. Nice stop there by Johns. Oh, but it just gets through. And there's Mitchell, and she's got a great sig. Nice job by Ledoux to get that ball up. And, yeah, lifted that ball up. So here's Johns with a great stop and a good ball through that rolls off the defender's stick. So we got to bring that ball back to the spot of the foul. Some players, just a little change of positions here for the Wave. This looks like Lindsay Olson. Great ball back to Johns. Looks like they might try to change possession in the field. There's a nice ball back to Bonneau, who sends a nice little tap over. Great ball through. And there's good teamwork there. Nice job. So a good step there by Morgan Massey. So Dace in the center of the field. I believe Anna is a junior this year.
Anna Lindace, she's the senior middle fielder for this team.
Okay. They get coaching them from such a young age. I'm not sure. I don't, follow them along, and they grow up so quickly. And before I know it, they're seniors, juniors. However they move along, it just goes so fast. Nice job by Molly Mitchell, and there's Hapgood on the ground. Not quite sure how she got there. I could take a guess, but unfortunately, McGuckin had a great opportunity to send the ball to her and didn't have a teammate to receive it.
Swing and a miss on that one.
Yeah, and if the opponent was right there, that would be very dangerous. So have to be really careful about that. You got to definitely make contact on the ball.
One of the changes, they got rid of the eyewear, correct?
Yeah, so it's a great change. We are and we're the only country that had the eyewear, it's protective wear because we play on actual field turf, and the other countries, nice job by the Rams defense to clear that ball out. They play on field turf, while the other countries play on AstroTurf, which is much shorter, and the ball doesn't rise up as much. So here, the ball does come up quite often, and so See, it's a dangerous swing, yeah. So the ball's going to be just on the outside of the, should just be on the outside of the circle where the swing was. And so it really does, it impairs the vision. Because your peripheral vision is just not as strong. So removing that eyewear, some parents feel as if it's, more dangerous now. Nice opportunity here for the wave, and nice save by Leiden. And it looks like she's, Can't quite see what happened down there. Umpire signaling that it hit a foot, so ball coming out. Good job by Benoit there to pick that ball up, and good job by Massey to come forward with him. Benoit's going to start right away, and that player should be 5 yards away.
I believe that was Hapgood on that scoring opportunity for Darien. Unfortunately for them, unable to convert.
So here's Holt taking the ball on the left side. So the eyewear. So they wear masks that are similar. If you know Friday the 13th, those Jason-esque masks, and they cover the whole face. And on the penalty corners, you can wear those, and those are protect the entire. Nice move there by Hapgood. Beautiful pull left and then right, and got the Rams defense scrambling a little bit. Here's McGuckin. Nice job to get a corner, penalty corner. Fantastic job. So the first penalty corner of the game on both sides here.
Took the words right out of my mouth. We haven't seen this much in this game. We're about 8 minutes into this second quarter.
So you'll see the Rams now, the defense putting on these masks. They can be clear, they can be different in color, and they cover the entire face. And not every player has to wear them. You'll generally have probably the post player and maybe the flyer, but it looks like all of them have their mask on, and that's just if there's a lifted ball, so they're protected with their face. The parents pay a lot of money for those straight teeth, and so we want to keep them that way. Looks like Holt is inserting. Sends that ball in. Ball goes across, and I'm not quite sure what happened. I couldn't see, but I
think Hapgood just kind of whiffed on it, which is something that we've seen from this Darien team.
Nice stop there by Stockdale. You have Hapgood ahead. She receives that ball nicely, and great stop there by the D, and it does. The Rams defense made a great stop, and it hit Hapgood's foot. So great job on the defense here to stop this up. Nice stick by Benoit. So Darien offense having great opportunities here. You had that one goal by the Rams where there was just a breakaway. But I think if you look at the statistic, you're going to see a lot more opportunities here. So this is where those little mistakes, unfortunately, kind of get at you. And we've seen this before, where with two highly skilled teams like this, it's going to be those mistakes that get at you. Nice job by Benoit to strip that ball away from Parsons. Good job again by Casey. She's just such a strong player, and as I said, such a welcome addition to this team.
Darien isn't a team that hasn't had to play from behind much, and they are down 1-0. But as you mentioned, that Darien gets a lot of opportunities on offense, and we'll see how many of them they can convert. None here so far, but they've gotten plenty of good opportunities.
Nice job. Oh, unlucky. It's a good opportunity there, and sends it right into a Rams defender. So you'll see those great reverse passes down the line. There's quite a few of the Rams players that have just a really nice stick there. Great stop there by Brinsley Rush. She gets her feet around nicely, and unfortunately, not able to get that ball. It looks like we have 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Nice little pressure there.
As I mentioned before, Darien is 7-1. They've ridden an incredible hot streak. Since their first loss against New Canaan, they've gone 7-0, and they're looking to make it 8-0 today against the Rams.
That was a great hole. They've been looking for that because they haven't been able to get a ball through. Darien, the wave has been stopping everything up, but that was a great job of trying something different there and finding that hole. Nice job by Benoit to come back for that ball, but it bounced off her stick, and that's where we're talking about. She created danger by that ball coming off her stick. So that would go to the rule we were talking about, where the danger was created and who was it created by. You have Holt on the left side of the field here. Rams, I would imagine, we're going to try to box this in if they could. And there's Holt with a nice lifted ball. Now that ball's got to fall into space, which it did pretty nicely. And there's a good touch and sending the ball up nice. And nice little pass over. It's at Blake, I think it is. Here is Sarah Bogdan on her horse. See if she can save that ball, and she just cannot. So it's going to be Rams' ball. Looks like the Rams will get a break on that.
I believe that was Heidi on that push towards Bogdan.
Got it.
Looks like she checked in for Hapgood, who is on the sideline right now. A brisk evening here today. A lot of players wearing warm jackets. Kari wearing a big jacket as well, keeping warm.
Not only do I have this jacket on, but I have about 5 layers underneath. And if you've listened to any of these broadcasts, you know, you've heard me before, I do not like the cold. I am not a fan. I've got 4 pairs of gloves in my bag if needed. And my winter hat on.
We had a game yesterday at New Canaan, and it was
miserable.
Brutally cold.
Miserable.
Not as cold tonight, but still not the 80-degree weather that you would want to have a call.
I think we have a warming up coming. It's coming very soon, so I'm excited about that.
Gonna get to 70 by the end of the week, I believe.
Oh God, that's how I like it. Oh, nice job there. It looks like unfortunate. I see. This is where I need to. I can't make any calls here because when I think I see something there in the circle, I actually don't. So I got to wait for Michelle and Lil, who are both fantastic umpires, to make that call. Because nice stop there by Lindsay Olson, but good perseverance there. Yes, it's a stick obstruction, which you could hear. Nice ball by Olson, sending that on to Heidi. Heidi with a nice little stick through, and again by the Rams defense. They're right there. Nice job there by Darien. Quick start up by Bogdan, and Bogdan has a great hit in. Hits the foot. Oh, it's unfortunate.
I think that went right off of Lynn Dice.
Yeah, but okay. If a ball is dangerous, if it goes above, if it's above the knee, it's considered dangerous. Like I said, I'm going to trust Michelle. She's right down there, and she can see it clearly. I'm up here, and my eyes are not as young as they used to be, by any means. Nice job by Heidi. Good across ball, and a goal by Darien.
That one is in, and Darien will tie it up with about 2:40 remaining in this second quarter. We will try to get you who scored that goal as soon as possible.
I will be no help. I didn't see what was going on in there. Only that it went in the goal.
But Darien ties this game up 1-1, and that's a big momentum swing going into the half for Darien.
Not quite sure who is there. Molly McGuckin is, I believe, on the other side. I'm looking by the red ruddy cheeks over there, and so it could have been her. Not quite sure, but we'll see if we can get a recap of how that goal happened. But it was fantastic ball movement. All that pressure has obviously paid off. Darien has been controlling the pace of the second half, and there they go again. It's a great job. Anna Lindace with this ball. She's going to try to outlet it to the right, which is a great decision. You want to work the ball down these sidelines. Nice by Maddie Holt, and good pick up there, and a nice little pull over. And here is Heidi, who's going to try to clear this ball up and right into a Rams player who, I believe this is Polly Parsons. Yep, and that would be considered dangerous.
Olsen got her stick on that one. That was just pure reflexes right there.
Yes. Yeah. I think that ball should have been, I don't know.
Well, we have a quick moment. I'm going to give a shout out to our production crew, Dylan DeRizo, George Martin, TJ Boucher, and Dennis Glassmeyer, working hard behind the scenes to bring you all the action today.
Sarah Bogdan, fantastic. So we have on the goal with Sarah Bogdan, and senior Sarah Bogdan, who's been doing a great job. She's got a fantastic hit and is in the right place at the right time, so it brings her there today. Here's Polly Parsons starting that ball quickly. Very smart move, smart player, and nice little touch there by Heidi, I believe, or that could.
That's
be. Yep,
Heidi.
there we go.
Is still on the bench.
Thank you. Thank you for the young eyes. I tell you, it's all downhill when you you're be kind to your parents when you hold that phone up close and they have to pull it away. You'll be there one day.
About a minute left here in this first half.
It's good pressure there by McGuckin. Nice reverse hit out, and here's Olsen sending that ball out to Brinsley Rush, who's nice and quick. She's going to send that ball out to Heidi, who takes a nice quick look to see what's ahead of her, and she gets a good touch in down there. It seems like the Wave are finding a little bit more of a groove here, which is more reminiscent of the second game where they played a little bit, gelling a little bit more, settling into it. Everyone was off of school today, and those are always those hard. We came in today, and some of the girls said it felt like a Saturday because they had, the day off. So it's always tough, those matches. Nice job by Heidi there. And she's under pressure there by Rams defense. See if they can hold her out. Nice little hit in, and good stop there. And the Darien Wave looks like they're going to end this half with an attack penalty corner. Now, since the time is out, they can bring every player on the field, which is all 10 field players up. And if they keep this ball in the circle and continue to earn corner after corner, they'll continue to play the corners out until the Rams defense clears it 5 yards out of the circle. There used to be a hash out, so they need to clear it out of the circle.
Interesting. So we will see if Darien can either convert or force another corner, and the Rams will look to hold tough, trying to keep that tie at 1-1.
This is a great opportunity for Darien. As you can see, you have 10 versus 5 players. So huge opportunity here. And, the Rams defense obviously under a lot of pressure here. But they've been stellar up until this point. Insert by Holt. Reception at the top. Pass to Johns. John sends the ball in. And Rams defense sends it out, and that will be the end of the half.
So that'll do it here for the first half. A tie game right now between the Rams and the Wave. Ferraro scoring that early goal for New Canaan, and Bogdan following it up in the second quarter with a goal of her own. We're going to take a short break for halftime. We'll be back on the DAF Media Network.
If you live in Darien, most likely you've benefited from the Darien Foundation. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4 million in grants to the Darien Emergency Services, public schools, and community organizations.
My husband and I are so happy to be raising our 4 young children in Darien. Over the years, I have admired the projects that the Darien Foundation has supported, and I'm excited to be a member of the board helping to further support the Foundation's mission. Kids' eyes light up when they talk about learning and eating in the edible garden at Tokenique School. And as a family, we've had so much fun watching varsity field hockey and lacrosse games under the Darien High School stadium lights. It certainly gives us peace of mind to know that if and when the next storm hits town, the Darien Library will always have power thanks to the Darien Foundation providing a generator.
As a resource, the Darien Foundation is unique within Fairfield County, and indeed unique. The Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien and offering our community organizations, emergency services, and schools a local resource to help them pursue innovation and excellence. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, it is varsity girls field hockey. It is a 1-1 game right now. Shauna Ferraro scored an early goal for for New Canaan, and Sarah Bogdan answered with one of her own in the second quarter to make it 1-1, and that's where we stand here at halftime. Coming into this third quarter, Darien will now be moving from right to left. New Canaan will be moving from left to right. Got another 30 minutes of field hockey here, Kari, and it should be, hopefully it'll be just like the first half, an entertaining one.
Yeah, it's been a great match so far. 1-1 game. The Rams goal coming with a breakaway. And Darien goal coming from a lot of high pressure and knocking on the door over and over again. And oh, good. We've got this grace close up. I can see the numbers.
We finally have our laptop set up so we can see the zoomed in version of our broadcast.
Yes, we used to have this, guys. So you guys don't know because you're seeing kind of when I watch this back at home, I'm like, oh, a different view because we're seeing it live. So we see the entire field, the sidelines, everything going on, and you're kind of just seeing what the cameras are seeing. But now we have our laptop view where we kind of have a little close up. So hopefully we won't get too many of the numbers wrong. There's Blake, and just a little mishit there. But then I get caught watching the little screen. Miss the big stuff too. So
our viewers at home, they'll see the combination of the main camera and the ISO camera. We right now on our laptop are seeing the ISO camera. That's being worked by TJ Boucher. Our main camera being worked by Dennis Glassmeyer, and they're doing a great job tonight, bringing you all the shots and now bringing us shots of the field on our laptop. So.
Casey Beno taking this ball in. So, yeah, as you mentioned, Darien attacking, going in the opposite direction. Here's Brinsley Rush taking this ball, and she does have to carry that ball 5 yards before she comes in. Oh, now that's a dangerous, yep, and that's coming in. So when there's a player who's approaching you, depending on the ball position, you know, if you follow through on that swing when that player's close and you miss the ball, which is what just happened, it's considered dangerous.
Almost took her hand off on that one.
Yeah, well, she's had a few of those actually. You know, there's some teams that play very physically and aggressively, and you know, you come away with some battle wounds. Number 4.
That's Ferraro.
Yep, great job with Johns taking that ball away, and it will be wave ball. Good job by Johns to come up with the backfield, and it's going to be Rush, I believe, on the right side.
Ferraro already has 1 goal in this game. She was looking for another, but a good job by the Darien defense. There's a whistle there. Looks like the umpires. Sorry, I knew it looked like because it fell into 2 players, so that would be Rams' ball. But it looked like her hand was pointing the other direction, but she was signaling to pull the ball back further. So Rams doing a good job here. So what they did was pull that ball back, and the idea is there. Nice job by Blake. Is that when you pull that ball back, you try to nice hit in, great hit in, nice ball in there, and. There was Hapgood, unfortunately, trying to just go through the stick, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, good job by Hapgood there to earn a... Tough call there.
Yep.
But the officials have the best view of that.
Yeah, it looks like she said she caught probably a little shoulder there that Hapgood maybe threw in there, and so that you obviously can't do that. You've got to make sure that you are safe there. So she didn't carry that ball 5, and she was inside the 25-meter mark, and you've got or 25-yard mark, and you've got to carry that ball 5. You can't go directly in the circle. It's got to either be passed or touched by a teammate. So I think maybe it was her intention that one of her teammates would have touched that ball prior to going in the circle and did not. A little fight there on the sideline for the ball. Nice step up there by Massey. And good little ball over to, looks like Hapgood, possibly.
Yes, Hapgood.
Yep. And and there's a foot there, so Darien taking this ball right away and carrying it around the outside, and again, she's got to go 5.
Seeing a lot of quick starts from Darien. Is that something they emphasize a lot?
Yeah, so what you want to do is start that ball, especially inside the 25-yard marker. If you start that ball right away, and you know, a lot of the skill teams do it. You've seen New Canaan do it. You've seen Darien do it. If you start that ball inside the 25 marker, and the opposition plays you or attempts to influence the play, it should be an automatic penalty corner because they're not allowed to influence the play at all. And so you actually try to get them kind of off their game a little bit by making that play, because the automatic response of a defender is to play the ball. Nice job by Molly McGuckin to stop that ball and send that right in. Oh, great save, but great save there by number 13, Zoe Bennett. Just going to do a quick start there. And nice touch by Massey. Sends that ball over. And good job there. I think that was Bennett again. There's Stockdale sending the ball right off. And just a little mistrap there by Lindace. But she gets a little piece of it. And that's a great job of Bonneau sending that ball in. And here's Hapgood again and around the outside. Good job of the defense. And there's Hapgood again. See if she can get something. And nice job. Good stick work there. Sending that ball up. And they earn a penalty corner, attack penalty corner.
About 5 minutes elapsed here in this third quarter. Still a 1-1 game. However, Darien is looking to strike for another goal here. They have the attack corner.
They've had most of the possession down here. So, you know, again, it's going to come up to the mistakes, and you can have possession the whole match, but you don't put it in. If you don't put it in the goal, it doesn't really count too much. So you see a change here. They're taking it from the other side. You have Maddie Holt inserting. Maddie's a junior. She's going to insert out, and that goes just outside of the circle. They pass it down low, send the ball in, and it goes a little bit too low. It looks like, I'm not sure, a long hit. Looks like she was trying to find a
Hapgood was right there.
Oh, no, sorry. It's not a long hit. It's coming out. It's a great ball by Lindace. Good aerial ball. She finds her teammate, but Massey right in the middle of the field. It's interesting.
The lights here at DHS are starting to come on as the sun is setting, and it is a beautiful night here for some field hockey.
It's a great ball in. There's good job by Johns. Apparently, I think it looks like it maybe have hit a foot, and there was no advantage there. So you'll see the umpire is also holding the whistle for a while to see if there's an advantage there. Here's Lindace, just mishits that ball, unfortunately. Nice go-ahead ball there. Just a little bit too much on that, but good job staying on the ball there with Hapgood. You see the Rams defense there. They're just quite outnumbered there. Good way to find a foot, and they take that quick hit, the free hit, nice and quick. Nice. Nice break up there again by Massey. She's been really effective in the center of the field. Another sophomore starting in the match. Molly McGuckin running up with some good speed, but unable to get to that ball first.
Kyle Latimer has checked into the game for Blake Wilkes.
Oh, great. Kyle, good support, and again, Kyle's another sophomore. So
Kyle's a junior.
Oh, junior. That's right, junior. You know what? She came over from New Canaan Country School, and they go through 9th grade there. So that's my mistake, because when they come over, sometimes they come over first year, and I'm always thinking they're freshmen when they're sophomore when they come over. Lindsay Olson in the center field. Oh, that wind is starting to kick up.
We can feel it up here in the booth.
Not as bad as yesterday, I have to say.
Definitely not as bad as yesterday.
Umpire signaling third party. It looks like it was just outside the circle, so the ball's going to be just outside, and Darien has to be careful that they carry that ball 5 yards before it goes in the circle. Here is Bonneau, and she's definitely carrying that ball back, and in overlapping on the right side is Brinsley Rush. Gets that nice ball in, and Leiden's on the ground and pulling that ball back. Leiden's still on the ground, and another attack penalty corner.
McGuckin was right there trying to get it past Leiden. Unfortunately for McGuckin, Leiden using her entire body to get some blocks there.
Megan's a great goalkeeper. She's been great since the beginning. I think I started having some experiences with her. Oh, there's a
look
replay. Love it.
That's one of the good things about the monitor. We can finally see if they choose replays or not.
Yeah, and you see it hits the foot there. So here's John's inserting, a little switch instead of Holt inserting. All right, the ball is nice. Great, that's a great insert. It goes to Bonneau. She sends the ball back in. And great rebound, light in, nice save. And another goal for Darien.
So Darien.
See if we can get that replay. Oh. Very excited. Let's see if we can get that replay. Because I didn't see who scored. But, okay, so here we go. The ball comes back. And
I think that was Ryan Hapgood.
Ryan Hapgood, great. Just keeping her stick low on the ground like a little vacuum and gets that ball in. Now, as we know, this is a lot of field hockey left. Again, in the first game, Darien leading with 2 goals with 7 minutes leading, so they had a commanding lead. So this is going to be a full 60-minute game for this New Canaan Rams team, as it always is. So, folks, don't go anywhere. This is a lot of hockey left here.
So Bogdan and Hapgood have the 2 goals for Darien, and New Canaan will look to answer back, trying to tie this game up. And as you mentioned, the last game that we called together, it definitely was not over until that final whistle blew.
Yeah, actually super frustrating as a coach, obviously, as you can see. Yeah, that was a great job to get a obstruction call. And I think it could have hit a foot there on John. So here's the first, I think it's the first attack penalty corner for New Canaan.
I believe you're right. We've seen 2 or 3 for Darien, but I believe this is the first one for New Canaan.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Darien defense can do. As a coach, you look at those games, you're like, you're winning two goals, you know. In those games, you know, the other team took it to you, and you take it back, and you learn so much from it. And I think they did from that second match, here we go with this insert. Now, this insert is tough because let's see who's doing it. Great insert, top of the circle. Let's see what they do. I'm not quite sure. It looks like that probably hit a foot, and that's why I was trying to watch on the close monitor. So they get another penalty corner because I think it hit a foot, which is why it shifted direction.
I think that's what the referee was signaling for.
I'm trying to do double duty, watching it here on the monitor and on the field. It's a field, we have a bigger picture.
Parsons is taking the attack corner, or inserting the attack corner.
Mm-hmm. She does this little drag sometimes, which fools the defense. So they have, that was a great insert. She's nice and quick at the top. And they do a pass over to the right. And it's a great job by Johns to break that up. And she's there again. Could have possibly hit the foot. I didn't see the call, but another opportunity here for the Rams. And this is what they want. They want to continue to get when you're flying out like that, making that short run. You see all the, we don't see it on the view, but we've got all the other Darien team back at the 50-yard mark. You've got 4 defenders and the goalkeeper. They're going to try to change tactics here and take it from the other side. This was a goal that they scored on in the first game. They shoot it out and they send that ball all the way across. It's a corner that Darien has used for many, many, many years. It stops here and goes all the way across, and it was broken up nicely. I think it's a corner that we're familiar with now. Well done by the Darien defense. Now just to try to clear this ball out. There's Rush, sends it down the right line. Good cutback by Casey Bonneau, and sends that ball through. And here looks like McGuckin, by the way she's running.
Yes, Molly McGuckin.
Great.
On that far sideline, gives it up to Hapgood.
See if Hapgood can get something going again. Maybe find a foot or get a corner, which... Umpire signaling for a long hit. That ball will come back to 25. So Darien with a quick transition. We've got 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So Lindsay Olsen taking the ball. You have Brinsley Rush to the right of her. She's got to carry this ball 5, which she does. Nice little lift into the circle. And that looks like an attack penalty corner.
So Darien will get their 3rd or 4th attack penalty corner, I believe.
Haven't been able to convert so far. Both defenses doing a great job. Leiden, obviously, being the rock of and the strong foundation of their defense here. I can't see which other numbers are back there, but they've been doing a fantastic job.
Taking a minute to put on their Jason Voorhees masks.
Yes. Gotta have protection there. So in the collegiate, in the collegiate league, you have players that do a drag flick, which the ball can come very hard and very fast, and so you really need that protection. Great insert by Johns. I'm not quite able to be stopped, but sometimes a broken corner can lead to that. Yeah, that was an obstruction call. That player received the ball and didn't quite move her body and feet, so they obstructed the ball. Now they're taking a little bit of time here to take this hit because they have to clear their masks off so that they can see properly. Nice job by Brinsley Rush. Great job there. Nice little touch to get that ball through, and that ball will just go over the line. 16-yard hit. They'll bring that up to the top of the circle.
Brinsley Rush, one of the senior captains for this Darien team. Coach Mo Minikis calls her a quick and speedy midfielder who can run forever, who has solid stick skills, and is a contributor on both offense and defense.
She really is. She's been starting and playing since her sophomore year. She's done great, big contributor to the team, and just a great person as well. It's one thing that coaching these players across the board. When you get the opportunity to coach them in Club 2, you just find out, even though they're healthy rivals here, you get to know some of these players off the field too, and they're just do some great things, which is great when they get to play. Unfortunately, you don't get to see the all FCIAC and all East and all those teams this year, which it's kind of fun to play along with. I was talking with or chatting with one of the moms, saying, wouldn't it be great if they're on the same college teams together? Because it's a possibility. It might be happening.
So that'll do it for the third quarter here. We'll take another 2-minute break in between the quarter, and we'll be back here on the DAF Media Network. Back here on the DAF Media Network, Darien's going to start with the ball in the fourth quarter. And Kari and I were just talking about how many girls on the new Canaan team that she has coached. And it's definitely interesting that you've coached almost all of these girls on the Darien side, but a handful on the opposite New Canaan Rams side.
Yeah, so when you coach club, it's great. You get to coach them from a young age, and as I said, you see them grow, and then you see them go into college. I mean, I've been watching the ACC as the only league playing right now, and right now, there's Amanda Hendry is the goalkeeper on UNC, the top team in the nation, who they had a 92-game winning streak. Familiar, we had the same thing here. I think it was 92 games, and they just lost their first game. So she's the goalkeeper there from Wilton. We've got Olivia Hahn, who was on Wilton last year, who's playing at BC. There's Fusine Guvar, who played in New York, who played club. So there's so many players that go on to play, and I would imagine some of these players going on who are going to go on to play high level that you're going to see. Ooh, great clear there. That was a great opportunity for the Rams. So you're going to see some of these players, if you continue to watch hockey on those levels, you're going to see some of these players on those, after playing club and those levels playing.
It's got to be special for you watching some of these girls that you've coached since you were about when you said they were about 9 years old?
Yeah, well, U12. We have U12. Yeah, Megan, I think Megan came in when she was, can't even remember, she's a cute little goalkeeper. The pads are bigger than them, and they're coming in. She's been so good. Anna Lindace, Caroline Brooks. It's great, just great to watch them. It is amazing to watch them grow into these players. It's what you love as a coach. It's the best feeling in the world. It's it's like being a parent when your kid grows up and goes off. It's the same thing with hockey. It doesn't matter what team they're on.
The lights have finally come on fully here, and it creates a great atmosphere for these players on this Tuesday night, Election Day.
Yeah, big day today. A lot of changes happening. So. Nice job by Sarah Bogdan in there. And it looks like the Rams really putting pressure on here. Everyone's feeling the pressure. Again, we talked about this. This is a team that plays a full 60 minutes of hockey and really goes out hard and strong. And so I would expect to see this last 15 minutes be a super exciting match. Now, Megan can let that ball go. It did not touch an offensive stick inside the circle, so all of you wondering what the heck is she doing? It has to touch an offensive stick, not even a defensive stick, inside the circle. And that's another rule change. You could score, they used to have own goal where you could score on yourself if it touched a defensive stick. That was a hard whistle. That was a stick tackle. Stick obstruction. Sometimes if it's too bad, they'll give a hard warning for that. You'll hear a longer, harder whistle. Great ball in. Nice hit off the back foot, and again, very smart by Leiden to let that ball go. Because if she saves that and sends that back into traffic, then she's under pressure. So it's a great decision for her to let that go and allow her team to work this ball out from their defensive end. And they do find Lindace in the middle. Nice job there, broken up. And just like that, the Rams are down the field, but there's a great stop there by Johns. And good hit out. She just gets out of bounds there. Just ball runs away from her.
About 4 minutes elapsed here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The score is still 2-1 in favor of the Wave, but the Rams are pushing the attack.
Attack penalty corner was just called. I just took my eyes off for a second, and the ball rolled over the end line. So the only thing that I could, either there was a foul before or the defense hit it out of bounds on purpose. And if you hit the ball out of bounds on purpose, it's a corner. You can't intentionally send that ball out.
So New Canaan will get another attack penalty corner, and they will look to try and even the score at 2 apiece. Parsons again, the inserter.
Great insert, stop at the top, sending it through. Yep, and it hits a foot there, so Darien's going to take these masks off and get this ball out. Neither team really having great success on their corners. And they're tough. You practice them over and over again. You really do want that, to have that opportunity. Because you are numbers up and you practice them over and over again. Oof, yeah, just dangerous there. It's unfortunate we're not going later in the season, but I got to tell you, as the weather gets colder, it's so much harder to hit that ball.
I'm sure it is.
It stings on the hands, and, you're running, your face is cold. It's just, last year we had that one game against Norwalk, and it was just miserable. I think it was snowing, and great ball to send that out to the right instead of trying to force it through the try. Yeah, the ball should be,
If that's one of the silver linings of masks, they keep your face warm in these
so
New
true.
England weathers.
It's so true. I was at practice here yesterday, and it was freezing cold, and it was. I was so happy to have my mask on my face. My nose was warm, which is not normally the case. It was a great touch there. Was that Heidi? I think that's Heidi, because I can tell by the way she runs.
That's Evelyn Heidi.
Yep, she runs on her little tippy toes, and I can tell that when she runs. Her heels don't hit the ground when she runs.
You may not be able to tell the numbers, but you can tell how they run.
I can see her tippy toes going. New Canaan finding a great hole there. So that's got to be blocked up by Darien. There's a little, again, when that miscommunication happens on the defense. Nice ball across, and unfortunately no one there. There's a missed opportunity by the Rams. That was a great ball across.
You can hear the New Canaan Rams bench getting into it. They're trying to create some energy off the field for their team, as of course there is limited spectators.
They get an A+ for their energy on the bench. They are fantastic on the bench. Brinsley Rush under a lot of pressure. Nice job by Johns. Fantastic job by Johns to knock that ball down, and a good clear out. Both teams doing a great job here. I mean, this is going to be, I think, to the end here. Good job by Holt, and she still has that ball in play, sends the ball out, and finds just going out of bounds.
Reached about the halfway point of this final quarter. Darien still leading on the goals from Hapgood and Bogdan.
Nice job by, that is really interesting to me. That looked like a very physical push and play. Again, not down there, but from up here. Good ball movement from New Canaan, sending the ball from right to left. It's a great job. You want to kind of, just keep changing the direction of the ball, changing the point of attack, so you can pull the defense off. But Darien right there to play together with them. So this is a lot of energy. You can hear it. A lot of energy on both teams. Ball moving quickly. A lot going on. 6 minutes remaining. Darien holding on to a 2-1 lead. You have Johns in the back here with the ball. See a lot of black in the middle, so she's going to have to play smart here to get this ball out. And now, good, you have some players here cutting back. Good ball sent out to Holt. Good reception, and she's under a lot of pressure immediately. Good, smart decision by Ledoux to let that ball go.
It's always interesting seeing that ball barreling towards the net.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was just watching a field hockey play actually made the top 10 for ESPN, and one of the plays was that ball a defender was sending back, and an offensive player intercepted, just dove and scored a goal.
Wow.
Yeah, so it made the top 10 because they were just kind of sleeping and let that ball go through. And here's an offensive opportunity by Darien. Ball crossed over, and Rams defense right there to pick that ball up. And ball coming out. And, the offensive player just dove right in, laid her body out, got the ball in. Goalie wasn't expecting it and scored a goal.
On that last hit, it looked like Heidi almost swung and missed and just got a piece of that, which is what Darien has been struggling with. They've been swinging and missing a lot of the balls that they've been trying to put in today.
Yeah, they've had, we try to think of this game as kind of possession. They've had a good deal of possession today, more than what the score is showing. So, it's where you convert. You've got to convert on those possession opportunities. Beno coming back, helping out over there. Should look on this little screen to see the numbers. Then I missed the big play. So now it seems like both teams need to settle down a little bit. It's 4 minutes, 29 seconds. Understand the urgency, but really have to take care of the ball in possession now. When you have possession, you need to maintain possession. It seems like there's a lot of big balling back and forth, and so this is what I'm talking about, smart play like this. So just smart play, keeping possession. So great go-ahead ball. Oh, and a goal. That was fantastic.
So another goal here
Yeah, that was
late.
a really great ball.
Late in the quarter. I believe that's number 23, Molly Mitchell, if we're getting another look at it here.
That was a beautiful pass ahead. Just a complete misread by the Darien defense. They were all pulled out. There were probably 3 or 4 players unmarked on the circle. So it looks like that Grace Ledoux, the goalkeeper, is down. I'm not quite sure on the replay what happened, if there was any players on top of her. I didn't see what happened, but let's see if we can, I don't know if we can get the replay there.
We're going to take a short break as they look at Ledoux, and we'll be back here on the DAF Media Network in a moment. We have another look at this replay here on that goal from New Canaan. I believe that actually was number 6, it looks like. Ellie Luciano.
Great job. It was a beautiful pass ahead. Great anticipation. Beautiful goal.
So we get a good look here at the Darien huddle. And of course we have Coach Kari Johns. And Kari, if you're down on the field right now and you're trying to talk to your players and talk to your team, what are you saying to them after they just let in another goal?
Well, that was a really bad defensive break. There were 3 or 4 players completely unmarked in the circle, so that was just a complete defensive breakdown. And I said earlier, it's going to come down to who's making mistakes. That was a really bad mistake on the Darien defense's part. So you can't have possession of the ball most of the match, which Darien has had, and only have 2 goals, and then make the New Canaan goals have only come from, the one breakaway, which was a mistake, and then this mistake. So, well done. They've been capitalizing on the mistakes, and that's what's going to happen. They've been playing great. Both teams have been playing fantastic, but you can't have mistakes like that. So it's going to come down to that. So it was a great, fantastic executed goal. It was a great pass through, and it was, just a mistake on the defense's part.
So it looks like Ledoux is up and walking under her own power with the help of the trainer. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that happened there, so I'm not really sure what went down. I didn't see any players really. There were players around, but I didn't see any contact. So hopefully she's okay. We're gonna have.
Nonetheless, it is a good sign to see her walking under her own power.
Yep, great that she's up with the trainer, and she's off the field. Lindsay is going to fill in as goalkeeper. She's fantastic.
Lindsay Darby, the sophomore, will come in at a crucial moment in this game. About 4 minutes remaining, and if it stays where it is at this tie, she might be going to overtime.
Yeah, well, that'll be the overtime. The overtime, as we know, it's 7v7, 6 players. So let's see what happens in this next 4 minutes. If Darien continues maintaining possession and can convert on those possessions, I think it'll be different. But you can see this New Canaan team, they are so tough, so strong. They don't need a lot of possession to convert on goals, as you can see. They don't give up easily, and they stay in the game for the full time, which has been an attribute that they possess really well and do well on.
For this game to go into overtime, it would just make sense in this year and in this rivalry. It's a tie 1-1 in the season series. and for it to come down to overtime, or at least these last couple of minutes here, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Although it looks like Ledoux is actually checking back in.
Oh, good. So it looks like she's okay. So actually, little different. The win is carries a little bit more weight than the overtime win, believe it or not. Because once you get into overtime,
That makes sense.
Yeah. So Darien. So even this win, it would be a tie win, and then the overtime win has a little bit more weight. So Darien would still be slightly above in a ranking, also. Nice pull, nice stab there, but great job. Lindace had fantastic defense there. You see how low she got with her stick. Great job. And moving the ball nicely here is New Canaan. Great outlet pass to the right. And New Canaan did have that one tie to Greenwich. So, nice job there by Maddie Holt, stripping that ball away, sending the ball ahead. Nice job by Holt again, coming up with the interception there. And good job by Molly McGuckin.
A little over 3 minutes remaining here at 2 goals apiece here at Stadium Field.
Good go-ahead ball there. Little swing and a miss. Here's Holt. She's going to send the ball back to Johns. Great ball over. And just a little mistrap there by Rush. And a good ball in there. A lot of traffic.
And it's a goal.
And Greenwich scores. New Canaan scores. I had Greenwich on my head for some reason. New Canaan scores. Wow. Again, this team is just, they fight and fight and fight and fight. You cannot count them out. They're just amazing.
As we take a look here, we'll see who scored there.
Yeah, that.
Tough angle. I believe that's number 28, Marley Smith, the senior.
Yeah, I like that. I like that slow-mo because it showed a lot there. Unfortunate. So here we go. So Darien's going to, 2.5 minutes left. See what they can do.
3-2. New Canaan is leading, but if we've seen anything between these two teams, neither one of them is one to give up. We will see if Darien can respond here after a late New Canaan third goal.
Great job there by Holt. Good job by Johns. That ball was not carried 5 yards, so it'll come out. There's just under 2 minutes. So there needs to be a little urgency on Darien's part, and they're taking a lot of time right here, which is way too long. It's very interesting why they're taking so long. Here it goes back to Holt, and that should be Darien ball.
You'd expect Darien, with them being down.
There's got to be a lot of urgency here, and it's taking way too long. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Time is not of the essence in Darien's case.
No. So even with a win for New Canaan here, Darien will still be on the, above in the rankings. So they'll face each other again. I'm not sure how the playoff schedule will go. It'll be, I know we play on the 10th and the 12th, so there'll be a semifinal and a final. I'm not sure who will see each other in the semifinals. Here goes John. She's going to take this ball up, and her stick was just impeded there trying to hit that ball out, and that ball should be coming out. Oh, okay. Ball coming in. Nice give and go there. And attack penalty corner. So it looks like New Canaan's going to take all the time they need and take the time off this clock. So New Canaan will, if I were, I would take all the time off the clock. They can't delay the game, but 30 seconds is enough for the corner. So New Canaan will come away with a win with this match, 3-2 at least, and they'll play this corner out unless the timer goes off and it won't affect the result of the game. Then they won't play the corner out, just to keep everyone safe in the match. But if they get it off before the buzzer, it'll continue to go.
New Canaan will move to 7-1-1 on the season. Darien will fall to 7-2, ending their hot streak. And a late goal makes it 4-2.
Grace Ledoux didn't even move on that one. I think they just kind of gave up with that one. So
New Canaan will take it with a final score of 4-2. Kari, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks so much.
I'm going to give one final shout out to our production crew as we take a look at that goal right there. A great attack penalty there. And of course, Annalyn Dice getting the goal there, the senior captain for this team. And one final shout out to our production crew, Dylan DeRizo, our director tonight, George Martin on instant replay, TJ Boucher, our ISO camera, Dennis Glassmeyer on main camera. And that'll do it here for the DAF Media Network. I'm Ted Brennan signing off. We'll see you next time.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.